Okay, today we are going to begin our STAR assessment, STAR review, and what we're going to be doing is looking into these units that we've covered in the past, and we are going to just kind of recall information that we've learned about them. They should take maybe 5 minutes. We'll move on. You guys will do a practice, and then you have a quiz on Canvas, and I'll give you the code at the end or through the person I have there for me. So today we're talking about the Unit 1 safety and scientific method. Most of this is actually just graphing. So here's our first one. On your notes in the back of that first page, you guys have a graph, and I want you to label the X and Y axis there on the top and the bottom. That X axis is down here. It is forming our the horizontal axis, and then the y-axis is on the side, on the left there. And what we do to remember these is we turn them into the mix and the dry. So here's our mix. We have M, and then we have the X because that's x-axis, and we remember this because M stands for manipulated. Manipulated meaning we changed this in the experiment. So at the beginning of the year, we did an experiment with a bouncy ball, and I had you guys change something about your bouncy ball to make it either bounce higher or something like that, and see how high it could jump. You dropped it from different heights. So the different height you dropped it at, somebody dropped it from this high, somebody dropped it from this high, and then your last one you dropped from here. Those things you changed, so you put them on the x-axis. The y-axis is for dry. This is a dependent variable. It stands for our result, and our result is the thing that we measure at the end. How high does it bounce back up? So for a taller one, it's going to bounce up pretty high. For these lower ones, it's going to bounce lower. So that is the y-axis, and that is our dependent variable. You will have a question on your test for this. So these are the things that you're going to write down in yours. On your notes there, it tells us that the independent variable is for mix. It's changed. Dependent variables for dry or result, and that is the y-axis. Our last one is our control group. The last thing we're going to talk about is measurement. In measurement, what we want to do is we want to measure to the hundredths place. So when we measure to the hundredths place, we are trying to measure to 2 decimal places. So for example, over here, this is our meniscus. We measure the bottom of these, and this is going to be 1 point. This is going to be 0.1. This is going to be 0.2. So we are at 1.21. The reason I put a 1 there is because it's a little bit above that black line there, and it can be anything. You can put 1.22. It'll be specified on your notes or on your answer choice. Next one over here, this one is the 3. We know that we're counting because of over here, we're counting by ones. This is 0.9, this is 0.8, 0.7, this is 0.6. And so our total here would be 3.6. Again, it was going to be 9 or 8 or something like that. And again, you have milliliters there. On your quiz today, you will have these measurement ones. Make sure you go to the hundredths place.